Hello, beautiful people of the internet. We're saving and continuing. Welcome back to Blueprints. It's episode 4, about to be day number 3 of our playthrough. Our last run was a little bit of a disappointment, only in that we did not immediately solve absolutely everything and beat the game. I'm just kidding. Of course, we shouldn't expect that. It's just that I didn't get to draw the ones I wanted to while drafting, really. We kind of had some bad luck. Or I don't know, maybe it was average luck, but it didn't work out. So we did, however, learn a lot. Our second run gave us stuff to compare to the first. So maybe our third will give us stuff to compare to the other ones. That's the goal. The cards remain the same. Cards, the painting there remains the same. Flowers, I think, are the same color. That's all the same. So let's play the game. We do not carry over our money, gems, or anything from the day before. However, we do start with 2 stars. I think we want to try and find the observatory. So let's go left. Gain 2 by entering this room. This one's fine for me. Gain 2, you'll get us on a little bit of a head start. In terms of steps, we'll leave this one and wait. What the fuck is that? Is that a dice? A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use this to roll new floor plans. Just once or multiple times? Amazing. Amazing. Outstanding. Incredible. This is the hand room. This is the hand room. Sometimes this room has hands everywhere, and this is the hand room. Spare room goes north. Hallway goes left and right. Coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. That's interesting. I probably have to get coat check again in order to retrieve it, though. And I've only seen this thing once in a couple of days. So I know my priority is to pick new rooms, but I don't know that I want to pick this room. Let's pick spare room. Takes us straight north. This is good. This is good. We've got a head start in terms of footsteps. We're at 50. Hallway parlor. Parlor gives us the game that we like. We like it a lot. Hallway would give us 2 routes to continue north from, which I do like. Parlor gives us 1. And it sort of goes to the right, which is not maybe my favorite. But it does give us resources. So let's go parlor. We're going to need some keys and stuff. I think if we do parlor correct, we get a key and some other stuff, right? We get a key, we get a gem, we get a coin, something like that. Just for tradition's sake. It says the same stuff. A tie. Okay. The parlor in general looks the same. Or at least similar enough that I can't see if there's any differences. Statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. This box and the white box are both empty. One of these must be false. One of them must be true. I think the easiest way to go about this is actually just to first give it a good old once-over at the possibility that there could be a second wind-up key. If there is a second wind-up key, then we know the truth, the veracity of one of the boxes. If we can't find one, then we don't know, but we do have a little bit of a guess, you know? Is there nothing back here? The fact that I can get back here at all. Trying to look like on top of things. Trying to look like every corner. Okay. Is it the top of the lamp? No. Is it behind this stuff? Okay. I think it is likely that this one and this one are both false. This one is true, meaning that this one has the stuff inside of it. However, it's possible I've missed the parlor key. If I have missed the parlor key, and this one is true, then this one would also need to be true, meaning this one would be false. This box and the white box are both empty. But that doesn't actually tell us which one has the gem in it. So I think it has to be, and I could be certainly wrong here, that this one has the stuff. Can't wait to find out that I was wrong. No, I'm right. Let's go. And it didn't give me keys. It gave me 2 gems. Okay, that's interesting. That maybe is what they've given me every time, and I just did not understand it. But I like that puzzle. I like that puzzle a lot. So, and so far I like it because I'm 3 for 3. Let's go. Gems are required to get better. Interesting. Gems are required to get better rooms unlocked, so it's a good thing we got gems. So on this room, you do enter from the bottom. This room, you do enter from the bottom. This room, you do enter from the bottom. However, I think this room has been, like... I know for a fact I have entered from this door in the past. So maybe it's that it, like... that the image on screen at the top here is not stuck in place. Like, is not, does not only appear in one way. Maybe this itself can rotate. You know? Okay. I don't think security is actually that useful early on, but I would love to get some upgrades that I could then plug into security. I would love that. Drawing room at this exact point would be really useful because it lets me redo the one up north and redo the one to the south, which could be really nice. Chapel goes north. Good. It doesn't cost anything. Security does not go north, which kind of sucks. I think we should probably try drawing room. We've done all 3 of those rooms, right? Yeah, so it's not like we're losing out on a new room. This is my least favorite room in the entire world. Maybe it's the way this guy's facing, or anything is facing. I don't know. Does that matter? This guy is facing right. This guy's facing left. Are you telling me I should go left? Can you even tell me I should do anything at all? Like, isn't it just random? There has to be some sort of sense to these things. Maybe not the ones in this room, but some of them. All right, let's redraw here if we get something bad. Din is great. Din goes north. Also goes right. Gives us a fork with 2 good stuff and gives us a gem. However, I think din rooms have been locked in the past. I don't know that that's important. I think we just take this. We don't even have to redraw. I think we just take it. Din. It's got the puzzle piece. It has different paintings. This is the stage, and this is the flower. A gem, which was also there last time. A locked trunk. Okay, so we have a locked trunk to try and go through at some point. In the den. This is unlocked, which we love. Nook gives us a key. Courtyard gives us dig spots, but we don't have a digger. Okay, here's what I love about Courtyard, though. It also goes left. Currently, none of our paths have gone left in so long, and all of those rooms are almost, like, necessarily blocked. Here, we go left and right, and we can take either one north if we so want. Plus, if we get a shovel, we can come back. I don't know. I upgraded courtyard, so I'm more likely to want to pick it, you know? Sledgehammer? What's it do? Can shatter padlocks, unlocked trunks. For free? Like I can just go back and do it right now? Okay, so now we know what the sledgehammer does. This is great. I love a game that helps you learn stuff like this. We should go back right now while we're still close. 2 dice? We're up to 3 dice. We better start re-rolling then, because that's huge. You know? Like, we get to change our fate. I think we want to go left here. Never mind. I think we want to go right here. No! Okay, we want to go back to the den, wasting some footsteps, then go east. I should really start saying east and west. This is east. Thank God. We need a key, but I also need other routes. If we get a key here, we can at least go back through there. Items could be nice because it could give us a freaking... shovel. But we have to take the guaranteed key here, right? Like, I think we just have to. Guaranteed key, I think, is the most useful thing we could do. Okay, flame, pine cone. I'm just going to say... oh, shovel. I'm just going to say shit from here on out, by the way. Shovel we found in the storeroom. That's so useful. I'm just going to say the names of paintings from here until the end of the game. Just get ready. Did I find the key? I found the key. I think I'm still missing something, right? No. Coin, key, gem. Okay, I think we got everything. What's this? That's my drawing. That's my animal. My stuffed animal. I saw it in my tent. Did I put that there? We have a key. We also have a shovel. Let's dig up a shit ton of stuff. A turnip, nutritious snack. It adds the steps immediately, so that's good to know. I can't, like, barter it with something else later. Coin. Coin. Rather dirty, by the way. 2 spots left. One of them has to be nothing, right? A worthless old brick. Not worth picking up. I think we should pick it up. Maybe it can be combined with other stuff. I don't know. Old tin can, not worth picking up. Damn. Okay, so shoveling has actually not been amazing. We got 6 steps, 2 coins. Not terrible, but not great. I want a lockpick really badly. Commissary has items for sale. On the other hand, does not go north. And we sort of need... oh, boy. Nothing goes north. We're going to have to redraw. We need something that goes north. Nothing goes north. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Like back on where I've already been before, or no? Can I choose to lead to the antechamber, which is blue? We have 2 gems. We also have 7 coins. We're going to take the new room because I need to know how it works. Do I choose right now? Gold sink, red rover, key to the bedroom, green thumb, halls of holly. Okay. Pilot. Anything else in this room? Does it only work once, or do I don't know how this works. Where I want to go right now is actually the entrance hall. Actually, the drawing room. But I can't actually go blue, can I? I can go bedroom. I can go courtyard. And that's all I can do. Let's go bedroom. Am I thinking of this correctly? Like, am I imagining this, I understand. Okay. You get to choose what comes next. This is why we pick it, because now we are armed with that information for the future. So. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms, which could be really useful if you were then going to find something like a servant's quarters, which gives you a key for each bedroom in your house. I think we actually need to pick servant's quarters because it gives me my 1 diamond, my 1 gem turns into 2 keys, I think. Boudoir goes the wrong direction. We could also try redrawing, but I think this is good. It's also a room we've never been in before, so it's possible it has, like, lore. Oh, baby, it's got lore. Mr. Ruota. Mrs. Babbage, who is the house manager, has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I will be gone, and I apologize in advance for the extra workload. I believe I'll be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connection seems to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I've set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrator controls. Amazing. Mr. Ruota, your admin key is the first 4 letters of your last name, followed by first initial. First and 5th character should be capitalized. So admin key, if I am understanding it correctly, is capital R, lowercase u-o-t, and then blank, which should be capitalized. So we need to find the first name of Mr. Ruota. If you have any questions, let me know in the next few days before my departure. Randolph. So Randolph, we don't actually know who that is. However, and we don't know who Mr. Ruota is. But we need to find Ruota's first name. That's huge. Yeah? Bath, vial, keys. 2 keys. I did not pay attention to what these do. Master bedroom, her ladyship's chamber, guest bedroom, nursery, bunk room, or boudoir. There are 12 major keys. What does that even mean? It's in green. There are 12 major keys. Hartley. I know we have we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything... Let me try that again. Hartley. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. What we know immediately from the writing here is a person lower on the pecking order who has been attempting for 40 years to express gratitude, which has been to a person higher up on the pecking order, which has been interrupted by tactful and polite repudiations. But now they have the chance to express themselves unfettered by social graces. I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. What does that mean? With my passing, I release you from your post. Oh, I could have also misread this. This also could be Herbert Sinclair to someone lower on the pecking order. The social graces I assumed meant from lower to higher, but it could also mean from higher to lower. I think it's actually the latter. With my passing, I release you from your post in service to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be... So I think Hartley is the name of the valet. Hartley something. Could it be Ruota? That's the thing we need to figure out. I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim to my many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. This house is yours, that house is yours, without strings or stipulations. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend, Herbert. So I think it must be Anne Babbage, the house manager. We have to figure these things out, actually, because it appears that maybe a puzzle or two in the game might be putting last and first names together for the people who work in this house. Hartley Blank, the valet? Maybe? Why is this candle? Oh, that's a lantern. I was like, why is it glowing blue? Randolph something? The IT person, potentially? That's what we learned from that other letter. And then Anne Babbage, maybe? For house manager. So what's good about that, what's interesting about that, is we could try Ruota H and see if it worked if we were to get to security at some point. But we have 2 keys. And it's time to try this door right here. Damn it. Pantry's good. Pantry's good. Pantry goes left, which means we'd be in an area which most likely we can get a route. Unless it's a dead end, we still have 2 dice. We could get a way out of here. Pantry gives us more footsteps, which is always nice. More coins. And apples only give 2, by the way. We should really figure these sorts of things out. Apples only give 2 footsteps. Door is locked. Damn it, that's my last key. I have so much money, though. We don't have a commissary, though. We can always go back to the entrance hall and start a left branch. We cannot do nursery here. I think we should probably end up doing chapel, but hallway could also work. Chapel goes 2 of the directions we really like. Hallway also gives us 2 directions. However, I don't know. Let's try chapel. We've got enough money for it. We could still redraw. We have 2 things left, but I'm just gonna assume this is because of my wish. I'm just gonna assume. The bishop, by the way. The bishop is in the chapel? I mean, that checks out, yeah. We're looking for places to dig. Anything? Nothing? Okay, I think we want to try left first. Nook, we could use the key. Closet has 2 items. Nursery just gets us more steps, but we have not been to the nursery, which could also be huge. Nook we've been to, closet we've been to, I think. These are all 3 dead ends, so we could also redraw. I think we might want to redraw here. Because otherwise our north option out of chapel means that we don't have any... I do love the observatory, but it's not a dead end here. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay. Commissary items for sale is also great. But it goes the wrong direction, actually. It goes left. So I think we have to pick observatory here. I did not realize this thing moved every time... like it was moving as I walked in. Yeah, hand painting a... there's got to be something with moving these that I don't understand, but you know. We're at 3 here. Should be plus 3 steps, which is not amazing, but whatever. Okay, here's the next question. Nope. It's currently pointed pretty low. What happens if we point it higher? You know? Is there any benefit to pointing it higher? Oh, wrong way. Or lower, for that matter. Won't go any higher. Okay. Well, then what does lower do? Also, that's kind of like clipping through that. Kind of clipping through the wall there. That's just the wrong position. Okay. Well, what if I want it in the wrong position? Right? That's got to be useful for something at some point, right? Weird. Okay. I do not know, but we can walk out this way. The night? Like the night sky? I don't know. Locked. Of course it is. This one's locked. Shit. So that means we have to go back to chapel. Lose another $1. A coin. Please don't be locked. The rumpus room gets us money, money, money. Hallway gets us gets us a way around to the locked room in the observatory, potentially. Or potentially puts us directly in a locked room. I don't know. I think rumpus room's pretty cool. I can't do it. It requires a gem. Shit. All right, hallway it is. The thing that scares me here is we haven't found any access levers. So I don't know if we get to the antechamber that anything is going to work. You know? Is this door going to be locked because the other door was locked? It is. Shit. Okay, our only option here is... patio should work, right? Patio goes left. Puts a diamond in... oh, but I can't use it because I don't have diamonds. I have to redraw. Security. Oh, I don't have... oh. Security would let us try the password. Billiard room goes the wrong direction. Fuck. Okay, we got to go billiard room, though, because we can maybe get a key. I don't remember what this gave us when we did the plane and window. We can go that way, of course. But we can also do our math. And see what that gets us. Okay. So this is just 15. 5 plus 2, 7. Plus 3, 10. I love it that it's working. 15 minus 3, 12. Minus 11, 1. 17 minus 15, 2. Times 2 is 4. I like this a lot. I like this so much. 7. I know it's just simple math, but I like it. 7 minus 3 is 4. Times 3 is 12. Come on, give me a division. I want a division. Dang, we might not be having what we need here. We desperately need a key. We've got 41 steps, which is enough to get all the way back to the entrance hall and do this left stuff here to try and get a key. But we can also go here. But we have not locked shit. Yeah, we don't have a key. So I gotta go straight a couple. South a couple. West one. South a couple. I try to be careful because I don't want to accidentally... We also never went south here, so we could do south here. This draws this room early. Maybe saves us a couple spots. I still don't have gems, dude. No! Commissary would be fantastic. I've got 8. I could get something that I want. I think we should go closet. See what it is. A key? That's great. And the thing that gains you 5 steps when you enter with a sleep mask. So it would not be worth going to either of our things. Although here, actually it would, to go to the entrance hall. We should go to the entrance hall thing to see if we can get a gem. Because if we can get a gem. Also, what's in here? Umbrella, bridge, some hats, briefcases. While we're here, we should go to the entrance hall. We'll get a couple more steps from bedroom, and we need to see if we can get a gem out of this. So go here. Left. Sorry, south. East. That one's blocked up. What about here? Key is fine. Gives us access to one more room. Corridor is better the closer you get to antechamber. I just realized it. Corridor instead of hallway here would have been huge. It would have got us free access to this room. Got it. That's what its value is. Okay. Each daily meal is served in the dining room. Rank 8 has been reached. We're at what? Rank 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're at 7. I think we probably got to take Nook here. Get us an extra key. Of course, we really only need 1 key, I think, but this is the one about beside. Safety pin. Key. I'm looking around for anything else. A rook. Pine tree. Okay, where's this go? I have no more rerolls left either. I still don't have a gym. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Lavatory we've never been in. Bunk room we've never been in. So we should go bunk room because it's going to give us a shit ton of footsteps. We should get 10 footsteps. We did. Okay, cool. What the hell? There's a little mouse. Gerbil. I don't know. Hamster. Not a mouse. Yeah, hamster. Okay, bunker. We should be reading some of these, by the way. The rustic wooden stacked bunk beds evoke the enticing promise of campfire stories and childhood adventures. This bedroom served as pillow fort and bedroom to the young Sinclair boys has remained faithfully unchanged over the years. It is unusual. It is bedroom, bedroom, dead end, dead end. We have not read servant quarters either. Cold, empty room devoid of ornamentation and personal effects. Yeah, absolutely. This suspiciously humble bedroom belonged to the Baron's personal valet, Hartley Roata. Incredible. That gives us the information. The information is in these, who had unchallenged access to even the most clandestine areas of the estate. We got keys from it. We got the password for security. Hallways. We've never done secret passageway. Small dead-end room with an ordinary bookcase that exemplifies that the best means to escape the confinements of your world has always been through books. Also, this is interesting to me that just says cost. Like, I didn't internalize that rooms will have the same cost every time. The west hallway, west wing, closed since the death of Lady Epson. Yeah. So late Lady Epson must be her ladyship. I'm gonna write that down. Passageway. Okay, I think we've done all the bedrooms, all the hallways. Courtyard with dig spots. We've upgraded it once. The ground below looks like it's been recently disturbed and several suspicious piles of dirt spoil the otherwise picturesque scene. Shops, we've got the commissary. Staff commissary is always stocked with household goods and supplies at a reasonable cost. Provides the servants of the estate an invaluable service, especially to the live-in staff. What's crazy is I could have bought gems from here if I just had a gem to get it. You know? Dark room. Room dedicated to photo processing, the development and printmaking. This room is outfitted with safe lights which provide red illumination to which the photographic material is insensitive. However, due to a faulty installation and the safe lights... the safe lights often overload their circuit capacity and blow a fuse. Chapel we've talked about. Tribute to vanity. So... Oh, interesting. Room 46 is right here. The mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number, despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms. The words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. This is your primary objective. It is, after all, your bequest. Italicized? Bridge beside bequest? It's B words? It's B words? Housing an impressively large telescope, Mount Holly's observatory is a window to the world above and below the clouds and sky. Through its mirrored lens, even a novice stargazer will be able to distinctly appreciate the wonder, signs, and constellations that punctuate the tapestry of night. Okay. Dining room. That one's still a mystery to me. Utility closet. Actually, we'll come back to some of this. We'll come back to some of this another time. We still have plenty of rooms to read about, but what do we got here? What's in the bunk room? A little campfire. Some kettlebells. This just reeks of men with hobbies. Little boys with hobbies. Jesus Christ. A drum. Couple keys. We'll fucking take that. The problem is I need gems, not keys right now. Camp Colonel. The Trinsdale Mystery. Couple pawns. Pillows on the floor as they play a gaming system. The Turtles of Vera. Camcorder. Checkers, a radio, a rocking horse. And the beds. Rubik's Cube, cowboy hat. What's on the top bed? Oh, there it is. Today's a good day because Simon is at camp, and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission. And today... Sorry, I just realized some of these letters are capitalized. Oh, wait. I skipped a day. What the heck? Today... Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp. Today, I got him in trouble. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. Today, if he does not, I'm just trying to read the caps, see if there's anything there. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me. And today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he is older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day. Bold. Because today, my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you will find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home. That's really cute. If there's a secret message in this book, I don't know what it is. The secret message is brotherly love. There might be something else in there, but I can't figure it out. There's a bat. Okay. I think we are stuck here, and the thing to do is to go unlock this door and hope we can get some goddamn gems along the way. So. Gotta go through here. Got a long way to go. To the den, straight through the den, then right, then east. Straight through the chapel. I think we should probably go at this from the hallway, yeah? I don't think it matters at all. No longer locked. I would really love to get the Great Hall. Corridor is always unlocked, so at least we get that, which means we get to roll another thing for free. The problem is we need to go to the right. We got to pick corridor because otherwise it's a dead end. A mug of ale. A can of paint. I don't think there's anything else here. Please, please, please. This is good. We're ranked 7 right now, so this would be a huge, actually. Goes the correct direction, and if we could just get one further to the right, then, which we should be able to, then there would be dinner here, which gives us more footsteps, which is not huge, but, you know, might be helpful. Okay. Anything in here? Especially a gem. God, I wish I could have bought some gems forever ago. Yeah, let's try going to the right. Door's locked. Use a key. Come on. Be good to me here. Boudoir gets us close. Boudoir gets us one away, but we also need to hit an access switch. There's a safe in the boudoir, but I don't know what goes in the safe. I don't know how to get... Ah, we just unlocked dinner. That's right. Hell yeah. Christmas tree does not tell us anything, does it? Got 2 lines above it? I don't know. Does that mean 11? What does that mean? Have we encountered anything that could help us with this? Cinco was on the cameras. It's on the cameras. That's what it is. have we encountered anything that could be a code? 1993. The numbers on the commissary closed days and the sale days. 12/16/2021. Not really. Not really. Okay, we got to try this door. And if this door doesn't get us anything, then our other dining room door is the only door that'll work. Oh, no! Gym requirement. Wine cellar gives you gems, which is great. But God, it's coming at the exact wrong time. I do want to see what coat check does, but I also have never been to the wine cellar, so we'll have to do this. Is that a map? Is that secret passage? Which is that? Hold up. Oh, I'm glad that they do it like this. It's actually this room. So, does that mean that X marks the spot I need to get into that room? Or does that mean that you need to do this in this step? I'm going to literally just take a photo of this on my camera. Sometimes you got to make notes. Sometimes you just got to take a photo of it on your camera for further use later. Okay, that's interesting. Does it mean that the location is important, or does it mean that the route you took to get there is important? General treasure map, it's the location. But MCCXII. Swan, spades, holly. Knight. MCCXII. Okay. I think M is... I'm going to have to Google what this is in Roman numerals because I don't actually know. I mean, this is... X is 13. XII is 13. I don't know what M is. Let's find out. Let's see if we can do the math. M in Roman numerals is 1,000. C in Roman numerals is 100. So this is 1,200? 13? X is 10, right? Yeah, X is 10. I'm going to say establish 1213 as a note to myself for the future. That could be the safe, by the way, which is exactly what I'm going to come and check next. Thought that was a book at first. 1213. It could also be the orchard. Damn it. Okay. Assuming I have that math correct, 1,000, 1,200, 13. It's got to be correct, right? We have gems, meaning we can now select a good room if we roll a good room right here. But this is our last... It's one of our last room rolls. One of our last keys. Garage. I don't have the... It gives us keys, but I do not have the car keys anymore. West Wing Hall goes the right direction. This is the thing about June 15th, by the way. So maybe that's a date. Maybe that's important. I don't know. It's 1983. Door's locked. Last key. Last key. I do have a commissary. I mean, that is funny. Commissary takes us to the wrong spot, though. I have to pick workshop, I think. The thing so, I mean, I've been assuming this, and maybe I'm very incorrect, but the thing I've been assuming is that I need to get to the antechamber, even if I cannot unlock, like, at the very least, getting there with or without the door unlocked will be valuable to me. I could be wrong. I could be like, You got to get there, and you got to get the access door unlocked, or else you don't get any information or reward or whatever. But let's pick workshop. I think this door is likely to be locked, but I have the thing. The other thing about workshop is that it gives us this. A and C. This is the same. That's good to know. What is that? Broken lever. For access levers. I have a thing to get through that, yeah? I do. Key card. That's huge. That's big. Very big. Stonks, by the way. A saw. I can't grab it, so I don't think it's actually useful. Okay, what can we combine here? Broken lever plus sledgehammer? Does it make something? Why is it green? Okay, so two things will not automatically go together. Here's what this is telling me. If it's red, those two things obviously do not go together. If it's green, you're at least part of the way there. It says plus. You still need to add something else. All we really have to do here is check item by item to see shovel and broken lever also goes together. Okay, so broken lever can work with either shovel or sledgehammer and something else, apparently. But I can't actually figure out what it is just yet. So, we have a keycard door here. So, we have to get a right-hand turn. A right-hand turn. We have not been to the maid's chamber or the kitchen. Maid's chamber I want to go to now because I don't like picking this in a normal run. So let's pick it now in the hopes that it gives us information or lore that we wouldn't get otherwise. Also, I'm noticing right this second. This is red, but also purple. This is half of one thing, half of another. Three quarters one thing. This is entirely red. Entirely like yellowish. This one's purple's bedroom. Red is I don't even know what it's called. Let's pick it. Let's see what happens. I pray to God you have a key, and I pray to God that door is not locked. Okay, a sun bonnet. Vacuum, broom, /mop, duster. Staff notice the day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. 1 month paid leave. Okay, this is huge. I'm going to take a photo of this on my phone too, because I think this is a collection of the entire staff. So if I had to guess, and I don't know that Baron is in this photo, because it doesn't look like it. Nobody's got the fucking facial hair. We've got Babbage. Who we have now is Babbage, Ruta, Randolph something. My guess is like Babbage, maybe? Ruta would be you. Although you don't look particularly old necessarily. Maybe Ruta's here. The valet who's older. I don't know. Do not know. In terms of attire, I don't know enough. Like, I mean, these are like maid attire, but like this looks like a valet hat, maybe, but maybe this is a valet hat. I can't really tell. I don't know. It's good information for us either way, though. Mila. Cinca Co, by the way. Mila? Do you think that's a first name? I'm going to write it down. Mila Blank as a maid, potentially. On top of a sewing table. Person wielding a broom. Come on. There's no other... information or anything? Okay. Well, no key. We have to hope and pray. The other thing I was kind of thinking is, like, if we could grab an item, then we could still combine it and make an access lever or something. Oh my god, it's not locked. But we didn't get what we needed. No! Walk-in closet, I suppose, could have a item that requires one major key, one minor key. What the fuck? Keys? Music rooms? I think at this point we just got to unlock something. I think all three of these are things we have not done before. Let's do the music. No, let's do the walk-in closet. Let's get the items. The only other place we can go is south of the West Wing or south of the billiard room. Holy shit, this has been a long episode. I just realized. Okay. Oh, we've been in the walk-in closet before. I didn't realize that. Did not realize that. We've been in the walk-in closet before. Shit. What do we get? Coupon book. Gems, a key. Why is the perfume so brilliantly lit and beautiful? Okay, so we want to go south here. We also probably want to get some food here. Let's get the food. A feast. Let's see what happens with the dinner is served. Today's main course, country stew pie. Boiled chuck stew layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. 20 steps plus an additional 10 steps if you have a boiler room in your house. I don't think that we do. Let's have dinner. Delicious. That's interesting because that tells us the mechanic is find out what you need to see if you have a boiler room and then try and find one and then come back and eat, assuming that it's like located in a way that is at all helpful to you. Like if the dining room is back at the start, you may not want to go all the way back twice, but you know. Dark room. Did not particularly get us any amazing information. Commissary for items could be nice, but it's probably just going to sell you gems. I think the other stuff costs 8. Let's get a commissary. Have we been to the kitchen before? Let's get commissary just to see what the other items could be. Oh, there's also that. You know? With plants without rain. This could be a lie, by the way. It's on red. Lie? Payroll. Terminal password. Okay. A key or upgrade disc. Ah. That would have been awesome. 15 is too much money, though. Buy a gem? Set of gems? A key? Might as well buy a gem. I still want to get to the end and put a... I want to wish in the wishing well. It's tradition. Rumpus room, I don't think we've been in. Office, we have absolutely not been in. Let's do that. Office. We're getting high-level rooms right now. It's like 2 gems per. A lot of the time. The hands. What is up with these fucking hands, dude? Is that a gem? Hard to tell. And these little wooden puzzles. 10 on the tag. What does that mean? That's got to mean something, right? The office has 2 people's photos. Welcome to Mount Holly Home Office. Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes servants' quarters and maids' chambers currently on the estate. Do it. Okay. Spread gold. Office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. You can spread gold in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. Do it. Sorry, staff. You're not going to get your incentives. Log into network. Can I do RUOTH? So... Did I mistype it? Okay, so I think it probably means logging into the security terminal, which I think makes sense. But, so maybe these are 2 different passwords. Okay, so we might be able to get some money. The problem is I don't even know. Oh, an upgrade disc. I was going to say I don't even know if it matters if we get money. And then I realized there's also upgrade discs in the commissary. What the fuck? Bridget. Oh, that's somebody's name, by the way. Somebody's name is Bridget. We should have noted. We should have made note of that after I've already pieced that together earlier. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Why? Is March of the Count in black? Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be Hearings or Herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. March of the Count. Okay, I'm just going to take a picture of this one too, because that's more information than I feel like writing down at this exact second. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. By the way, west italicized, east not. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. So, lever in greenhouse, south, broken. Interesting. Why was west italicized? East not. Cinco, by the way. One, two, 1, 3. I'm just hitting random buttons. Okay, good to know. The treasure map. I wondered why the treasure map was popping out. Time to start digging. I still have a shovel, yeah? I had completely forgotten about the treasure map, and I'm so lucky that we made it to the spot. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. I'm about to get so many upgrade discs. Contains 25 coins and 3 gems. I'm rich. I'm fucking rich. I'm fucking rich. Best part is I think I can probably put it in right here. Insert disc. Okay, what are we going to get to upgrade here? This is great. This is the thing that I think I am most excited for, is upgrading rooms. It's my favorite mechanic in the game that I have discovered so far. Parlor data has been found on this upgrade disc. You'll now have the chance to permanently enhance this room. Let's do it. I like the parlor. It's a fun room for me. 2 wind-up keys. I think this is not useful. So far, I'm 3 for 3. I don't need the chance to check if I'm wrong. Funeral parlor, gold prize is equal to the red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box in the funeral parlor, you lose 30. Holy shit. Sorry, gold. I meant gems. I think we want just upgraded parlor. Currently, it gives us like 2 gems. 3 gems would be great. We could have used more gems today. I don't think I'm going to have that many red rooms that early in the game. So I think we just take this one. Yes. It's just a little bit better. Then here, commissary, we can probably buy 2 more. It says there's 2 right there. They cost 15. Done. And I saved money. I forgot. Oh, I can only buy 1? Okay, well, I can buy multiple keys, but I can't buy more than 1 upgrade disc. Damn it. That's all right. We still get 2 upgrades, which is still very good. Nope, wrong button. Okay, upgrade. What are we going to upgrade? What would I like to upgrade? I don't know about closet. I don't like dead-end rooms. But I probably am over-obsessed with trying to get to the antechamber when I haven't even managed to unlock the antechamber. But we have a good... Greenhouse is going to be helpful for... Of course, we have to break it, but we have to find the broken lever in order to help the greenhouse, but... Okay, so closets get better adjoined to other items. I love hallways. I pick a lot of hallways. You get +1 extra item. +2 by a bedroom, though, which I kind of like. We get enough bedrooms that, like, the odds we would get a closet next to a bedroom probably relatively often. I don't know why. My gut just says bedroom. Let's do bedroom. Okay. Couple upgraded floor plans. That seems good. Seems very good. What else we got here? Anything? Is that the king? That's the king. I guess we haven't found, like, Lady Espin's room or whatever yet, have we? That probably would have the queen in it if I had to guess. Okay. I think the only other thing we can do is go to billiards room and try and go south. And then the wishing well. And unfortunately, I need to hustle because this has already been way too long of an episode and I have things I need to go do. But we've got the footsteps to make this work. Could also try 1, 2, 1, 3 on the... a little money. One of the workers is a barkeep, I think. I think that's what's going on there. Nursery. We've never been there. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. We've also never been to the mailroom. Let's do the mailroom because it's a way to invest in the next run. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. invest in the next run. Order has been placed. Cinca. Dad to Simon. We'll come right back to that. Dad to Simon. Mail. That's way too many. That's too much mail. Why do you have an entire post office inside of your house? It's ridiculous. Utility room fuse box. Indicator settings. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator. You know I'm taking a photo of this shit. To activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. What happens when you activate them? What does that mean? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Denny Ravane, okay. I think the staff is going to be one of our big mysteries, so we still got to figure stuff out like that. Like who's on the staff, what jobs they worked. Okay. Letter from Dad. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you are currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come help you. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you. And I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there. And I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer you before your trip that will actually be useful. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Get some sleep each night. Don't spend all your time each day playing dirigiblocks. Dad. That's so sweet. That's so kind. It provides a lot of fun context for the whole thing too. I also wonder if there's any like extra information in that, you know? He knows how hard Uncle Simon has been working on this whole thing. How much do you know? You know? Okay, we're looking for gold as we run through. We are trying to get to the wishing well. And then we got to call this a run. Success, our most successful run yet, I'm sure. I mean, we were very close to the antechamber. However, also just fell short. That's still shut. Okay, so outdoors, here's the things we check. We make a wish. We check that gate over there. Over here, I don't think there's even anything to look at. There's the crates down low. There's those pipes. There's birds in the bird feeder, so maybe that's something. Nope, they're gone. Maybe if we, and there's that. Maybe if we had like a I have a sledgehammer. Can we break this down? Or like a wrench, we could work on those pipes over there or something. I don't know. The last thing to check is the code for that. 1213 is the only 4-digit code that I've gotten recently. So maybe it'll work on the gate, the other gate. That door looks really fancy. I don't know how you open that door. No idea at all. One, two, 1, 3. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I got to get out of here. I've been I've been streaming. I've been recording too long, and I got to go get my daughter from daycare. That'll do it. We'll be back with more blueprints. Oh my God, what am I doing? I didn't actually hit. I didn't actually hit call it a day. We got to see what the stats are. Whoops. Too abrupt of an ending. Respectable inn, by the way. We saw enough rooms that were up to respectable inn. That's how I imagine that this works. Although, is it really bedrooms? Is that what determines what your rating here is? 30 rooms, rank 9, 87 steps, lots of items. New rooms, 8. That'll do it. See ya. Bye. Bye for real this time.